Hey everyone, welcome back. Get ready because today we're diving deep, and I mean deep, into the heart of Tanzania. You guys asked for it. The inside scoop on business opportunities in Tanzania, and trust me, this is not your average safari tour, okay?
Right.
We're talking about the economic landscape from tech to textiles and how you could be a part of this incredible story unfolding in Tanzania.
What's so fascinating about Tanzania is, well, it's not just about the potential, right? It's this unique mix of potential, yes, but also the challenges. So we'll uncover those areas that are just, ripe for growth, but also look at, what does it take to actually succeed in a market like this, one that's so dynamic?
Absolutely. And I think a perfect place to start is, everybody's got to eat, right? Let's talk agriculture.
Okay.
Tanzania's potential in agriculture is massive.
It is. It is.
But it's not just about, having a lot of land. A lot of different climates, you need smart solutions.
Absolutely. You've got to be clever. I mean, think about, for example, drip irrigation. That technology could completely change how we use water, especially in those regions that are a bit drier,
Yeah.
Or imagine like drones flying over these farmlands, monitoring, how healthy the crops are, even applying very specific pesticides so you're maximizing what you're growing, but minimizing, the impact on the environment.
Smart solutions.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. So
Yeah.
Tanzania, obviously famous for its wildlife,
Oh, yeah.
the Serengeti. But we want to go beyond that.
Of course. Of course.
What about the tourism that's kind of off the beaten path?
Right. You got to think beyond just the safaris, the typical stuff.
Exactly. And I think people are looking for that now.
They are.
Something a bit more authentic.
Absolutely. Like, imagine you could go on this curated cultural tour
Okay.
where you're not just seeing like the Maasai, in their traditional way of life, but you're understanding the beadwork, those intricate designs, how it all connects to their social structure, right?
Yeah.
Or you could go, for the more adventurous types, there's the Usambur Mountains, hiking through like untouched rainforests, discovering these hidden waterfalls. Like, you're the first one there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's about giving people a different experience,
Yes.
attracting those travelers that want to really engage, really connect.
Okay, so we've covered the amazing landscapes, the agriculture, but Tanzania also has a bit of sparkle, right?
Oh, it does. It does.
Let's talk gemstones.
Okay, so when you say sparkle, I mean, Tanzania is the only place on Earth where you find tanzanite.
Oh, wow.
This gemstone it's rarer than diamonds, but, and this is crucial, how do we mine this responsibly? In a way that actually benefits the local communities, protects the environment, right? We're talking about initiatives where you can trace that gem from the moment it's mined all the way to the market.
Wow.
So, fair wages, sustainable practices.
Yeah, I think that's becoming more and more important to people,
Right.
knowing, where things are coming from. That it's ethical, so.
Transparency is key.
And speaking of resources, something else that Tanzania has in abundance is sunshine.
Oh, yeah, they've got sunshine for days. The solar energy potential there is just incredible.
Yeah.
And what's really exciting is, we could kind of skip over those traditional energy grids and go straight to like decentralized solar solutions.
I mean by that.
So think about like rural communities, right?
Okay.
They could be powering their homes, their businesses with these like off-grid solar systems. So they're not relying on, fossil fuels, which can be expensive
Right.
and unreliable, especially in those areas.
So it's not just about those big solar farms. It's about kind of giving power back to the people.
Exactly.
Which I think is amazing. And, speaking of empowering people, Tanzania's got this growing tech scene, this Silicon Savannah.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But is it living up to the hype?
It's more than just a cool name. It really is. We're
Yeah.
seeing these local startups, right?
Yeah.
They're developing like mobile banking solutions, but they're specifically designed for the people who don't have access to Jenks. Educational apps, so bridging that digital divide, especially in rural areas. Even telemedicine platforms, connecting patients to doctors, even if they're miles apart.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so they're really focusing on the local needs,
Wow.
using technology to solve those problems.
But I imagine, for all of this to really take off, you need a good foundation.
You need infrastructure.
Infrastructure, what's the situation there?
Well, it's definitely a challenge, right? But this is where smart city planning comes in.
Okay.
Imagine a city designed from the ground up with, public transportation, waste management, green spaces, making life better for the people who live there. These are the kinds of projects that will attract investment and, build a more sustainable future.
So it's like you're setting the stage for a modern Tanzania.
Exactly.
But what about the stuff, the products? Is everything imported?
Tanzania does import a lot of its goods, yes. But honestly, this is a huge opportunity.
Okay, how so?
Imagine like a textile industry thriving using locally sourced cotton, or food processing plants taking all those amazing agricultural products, turning them into, higher value products.
So you're taking it to the next level.
Yeah, creating jobs, boosting the economy, and, made in Tanzania could actually become like a mark of quality.
That's a great vision, but you need the people to make that happen.
It's skilled workers, absolutely.
What's the education system like in Tanzania?
Well, education is key, but it's not just about, how many people are going to school. It's about the quality of the education and how relevant it is, right? So we need vocational training programs, teaching young people the skills they need.
So skills that will lead to jobs.
Exactly, whether that's coding for the tech sector or, advanced manufacturing techniques. You got to be specific.
So it's tailored to what the market actually needs.
That's the key.
That makes a lot of sense. And of course, a healthy workforce is just as important.
Of course.
How's the healthcare system doing?
So the healthcare system in Tanzania it's facing challenges for sure. But those challenges also mean opportunities.
Okay, I like that.
So think about specialized hospitals, focusing on specific areas like cardiac care or oncology, cancer treatment. And this could even attract, medical tourism from neighboring countries.
Oh, interesting.
Or think about the potential for like producing pharmaceuticals locally, making sure people have access to essential medicines and that they can afford them.
Wow, we've covered so much ground here.
Yeah.
Agriculture, tourism, the gemstones, tech, infrastructure, manufacturing, education, even healthcare.
It's a lot.
Is there anything we've missed about Tanzania?
Well, one thing to consider is Tanzania's location.
Okay.
It's a gateway to all those landlocked countries in East Africa.
Oh, right.
This means huge potential in logistics.
Logistics, okay.
So think about streamlined ports, efficient rail networks, sophisticated systems for managing, the whole supply chain, connecting Tanzania not just to the region, but to the rest of the world.
So Tanzania is kind of like the hub.
Yeah, like a central point.
For all these opportunities.
Exactly. And what's really exciting is the potential for local expertise, especially in things like last mile delivery, because they understand the challenges of reaching those remote communities.
Wow, this deep dive has been incredible. I feel like my eyes have been opened to, what Tanzania really is. It's more than just a place to go on vacation. It's full of possibilities.
It's a land of opportunity, yeah.
But you have to understand the specifics, the challenges, and also where those unique opportunities lie.
Absolutely.
So the question is, what role are you going to play in all of this?
Yeah, what's your part in this story?
That's a great question for everyone listening to consider. We've given you a glimpse into Tanzania, all the different facets of it. Now's up to you to explore those areas that sparked your interest and see where you fit into this incredible story unfolding in Tanzania. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and we'll see you next time.